guys, so I just thought I'd show you a little bit of the footage right now. It is about 11:40, and they're saying from 12 to 2 it's going to get pretty crazy. It's really calm. It was raining all morning, like I said, at like the start of 7, but it's been on and off. I'm in the middle of moving. We're in the middle of moving, so we have everything kind of put over here. But I'm nervous because Nick and G are here, and I'm debating whether to go to the new house or not. It's bigger. It has solar panels. There's better shelter. So, you guys heard that clunking noise in the last scene. It's definitely started. Nick was really nervous and has asked me to come to our new place, which it was going to be a surprise. We were going to do like a whole video on our move and how we were moving and the place that we found and everything like that. But plans have changed, and so Nick and G aren't with me. I'm currently freaking out because they're saying this is the worst hurricane ever. I'm really nervous about the power going out. Right now it hasn't even really touched here, and they said for us to be in the house by 2, and it's 4:07. You don't see anyone on the road. We're in this like new part that's like way far in the back, so you can't see anything. But it literally will rain for a little while, and then it will be like really heavy with rain, really heavy with wind, and then it stops. And then when it stops, it's super clear like this, barely anyone is going. So I don't know. I don't see any flooding or anything like that yet. But again, watching the news doesn't make it any better. Things are flying around. It was really quiet for a real good, say, 25 minutes. You can hear some sort of banging noise. So I heard some weird noises, and I came over to the front. And across over there, that pond is already, filled to the brim. I'm curious of what the miles per hour of the wind is right now, but I know it's nothing compared to what's coming, so it's a little crazy. Alright guys, so it is officially 10 o'clock. The hurricane has now gone down to a category 2, which is really, really good. The rain and the wind are just picking up. It's so crazy because I know in every single scene I've said that, but it's crazy how intense it is. The TV like flickered for a second and it went out and it was like black, so it was pitch black in here, and I legit was like, my heart went in my stomach. I freaked out. You can kind of hear the rain and the wind now. I just took a video actually on my phone because I could see the wind and the rain blowing from the top window, and it's crazy how fast it's going. I'm nervous. I am starting to freak out just a little bit because whether it's a 1 or a 2 or a 3, it's still going to be bad, and the bad part of the storm hasn't technically hit us. We're getting like the brunt of the bad part that's hitting more of like the Bradenton area and Sarasota area. So they're saying like around 3 a.m. Every little noise is freaking me out. Alright guys, just thought I'd do a little update. It is currently 1:43 in the morning. We've now gotten 3 warnings about a flash flood warning, a hurricane warning, and another flash flood. The winds are picking up a lot more, so I think right now It's reaching about 68 miles per hour, but you can definitely hear it. The house to me feels like I can feel it shaking, but I can't tell. Peppy is still sleeping, which is very odd because he never sleeps that long. So he never sleeps that long. I'm actually feeling so tired, so I did try to fall asleep. It's a little difficult, but I'm gonna see if I can get some footage to see how it looks outside right now. Oh, the plus side is I went to a category 1. It's not a plus side because either way, it's still bad, but it's just thankfully it's definitely not going to be nearly as strong as it was with that category 5.
We're going to see the worst of the impacts here in the city of Orlando. And the thing about being inland like this is it really doesn't take that much force of winds to cause a lot of damage because it's a populated area. There are a lot of people here as well because some people fled from Southwest Florida. They were dealing with mandatory evacuation orders over here to Orlando. So the hotels are sold out in a lot of areas and everything is really busy. The stores are shut down. A lot of people went and got their last-minute groceries, last-minute supplies earlier this afternoon, and we're watching and waiting to see what things are going to look like as we approach that 2 a.m. hour. I can tell you there are some strong gusting winds. You know, we have some cover right now. We're taking a little bit of a breather because we're getting a little bit of a beating in Orlando, I think, when it comes to the rain and the wind, and it's been a lot of hours of continuous of that. The peak wind gusts that we've seen so far, 60 miles per hour around 9 o'clock tonight, but we're expecting between 2 a.m. and 8 a.m. to potentially get over 70 miles per hour. So that's really powerful wind gusts. It's something that can potentially toss around debris, toss around trees, snap trees. We've seen videos of that in other parts of the state.
So it is officially the next day. That was insane and crazy. It got way crazier. I want to say like around 5:30, 6 o'clock, and I was so scared and so nervous that I was like holding on to Peppy, freaking out. I cannot even imagine the people that had to deal with like way heavier conditions than what we had to deal with. We got off, I feel like, pretty good compared to the other state, or I mean, compared to most of the state. I just want to show you guys outside really quick, so that way you can kind of see. I'm not still planning to drive anywhere. You can see it's still pretty windy. The tree is bent, but the pond has gone down a little. And there's no more of the house making crazy noises. The backyard, it's about the same. There isn't any severe flooding, which I was really nervous about. But yeah, it's just the wind. So they're saying that we should be getting some more rain. Sorry. We should be getting some more rain. But you can see that the trees like are just literally bent sideways from the direction of the wind. And you could see across the street, I don't know, maybe there's like a mist in the air that's going, so it still has like some rainfall, but it's not pouring down. It's just mist in the air. It actually feels really good. The power went out for a little bit and got reset. You want to know something? So we had these big boxes that were along this side of the wall that we were planning to dump out, and I was so worried about being here because we didn't have any sandbags. And I'm like, what's gonna happen if the water gets up to here and it starts to come in and then it messes everything up? So I was, you know, this is our first time moving into the house, so I'm like, I don't know what to do. And thankfully, like it like formed this little canal, like right there, like where, I mean, I feel like, oops. It formed this canal where it kind of was like a blocking barrier. They did say that Orlando was pretty flooded in most areas. I've already checked on like a lot of my friends from work and seen how they were. I have one specific friend that lives over there, and she said that they had a lot of areas that flooded, but not too crazy. And the good news is Nick and Gianna are gonna be here with Grandma Kelly in like, I think 35-40 minutes. I'm so excited. I was so scared. I could not believe I had to do that by myself, but I am so thankful and happy that it wasn't nearly as bad as we thought it was gonna be. I mean, I filled up water over here. So I filled up a whole thing of water. I had like flashlights. I had these LED lights that were like motion lights, the candles, like everything all set up in case. And then I had like food, and I had water in the fridge. Not enough that was set up for like, you know, more than one person. Just me and Peppy. But other than that, this was an unexpected vlog. This wasn't anything of what we planned on doing. We wanted to kind of like take you guys along with us for the journey of moving in and getting things settled. And we were so excited to be able to move into a house and move out of the apartment. And this all just kind of fell together really fast. You know, a lot of people were like, oh, you should have been prepared the moment that the hurricane season started. People were saying like, you know, Nick shouldn't have went on his trip to go get his mom, and they shouldn't have been moving at this time. And it was like, these plans had been set in place so long ago that we didn't anticipate this. We have been here for 2 years, and every time hurricane season has started, they have talked about it being really bad and heavy, and for the most part it was very heavy rain. It's very long winds, like things like that, but it never got to the point where we were completely uncomfortable. So this took us out of our comfort zone, and Nick happened to not be here, and that was a little scary for me. But I'm just rambling on and making this pretty boring. Thank you for watching. That's it.